Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a really important and sensitive topic, understanding child sexual exploitation, particularly what's been termed grooming gang activity here in the UK. This isn't an easy subject, but shedding light on it is crucial for prevention, support, and justice. So let's dive in with respect and clarity. You might have heard the term grooming gangs in the news, especially over the past couple of decades. While child sexual abuse in the UK is unfortunately not new and has existed in many forms, within families, institutions, and online, the specific issue of grooming gangs really came to widespread public attention in the early 2000s. We're talking about major investigations in towns like Rotherham, Rochdale, Oxford, and Telford, though some cases go back even further, to the 1990s or earlier. This term, grooming gang, refers specifically to groups of men who systematically targeted vulnerable girls, often teenagers, exploiting them after pretending to be their friends or even boyfriends. It's a chilling tactic designed to build trust before betrayal. So, how did this horrific pattern begin, and who were the primary targets? These gangs typically sought out girls who were already facing significant vulnerabilities. We're talking about young people from challenging backgrounds, perhaps experiencing family difficulties, neglect, or instability at home. Many of these girls were already known to social services or schools due to issues like truancy or prior experiences of abuse. The grooming process itself was insidious. Perpetrators would shower these girls with attention, gifts, alcohol, or drugs. They'd create a false sense of security and belonging, slowly but surely isolating them from their support networks and gaining control. This manipulation allowed the abusers to exert power and carry out their horrific crimes. It's important to clarify a common misconception here. While some victims did experience earlier family trauma or neglect, the claim that most victims were first abused by their fathers isn't supported by the evidence. Each case was tragically unique, and official reports emphasize a critical point: no single background explains victimization. The responsibility, and let me be absolutely clear on this, lies solely with the abusers. They are the ones who manipulate, exploit, and cause unimaginable harm. Now, let's talk about the perpetrators themselves. In several of the highly publicized cases, like those in Rotherham and Rochdale, many of the convicted men were of British Pakistani heritage. This specific demographic aspect sparked intense public debate about race, culture, and even how policing was conducted. However, it's vital to look at the broader picture. Other cases across the UK have involved offenders from many different ethnic backgrounds, including white British men, black men, and various others. A significant Home Office report from 2020 actually concluded that, overall, group-based child sexual exploitation offenders are most commonly white. So, while certain high-profile cases might have involved particular communities, the reality is that perpetrators of this type of crime have been of mixed races across the country. It's a crime perpetrated by individuals, not by any single community or ethnicity. Next, we need to address the initial police response and the path to justice. In the early years, there were undeniable and significant failures. Police and local authorities often failed to act appropriately, if at all. Many victims were tragically disbelieved, and, in some heartbreaking instances, even blamed for what happened to them. The Rotherham inquiry in 2014, a landmark report, revealed that authorities were sometimes hampered by a fear of being wrongly accused of racism, and in other cases, simply didn't prioritize the safety and well-being of the victims. This was a grave injustice. However, since those dark days, things have certainly changed for the better. The good news is that we've seen hundreds of convictions secured against these perpetrators. National awareness and training for police officers, social workers, and other frontline professionals have vastly improved. Support systems for survivors are much stronger and more comprehensive now, providing essential help for those bravely coming forward. Many perpetrators are now serving long prison sentences, and new laws have been put in place, making it easier to prosecute grooming and human trafficking crimes. This progress is a testament to the tireless work of victims, advocates, and dedicated professionals. So, is the problem completely solved? The honest answer is no, not entirely. While the situation has improved dramatically, authorities believe that some forms of exploitation still occur, both online and offline. The digital world, in particular, presents new challenges for protecting young people. However, there's also a lot to be optimistic about. Public awareness is much higher, education campaigns are more robust, and police vigilance has significantly increased. These combined efforts have made it much harder for such predatory networks to operate unchecked. The fight continues, but we are in a much stronger position. To summarize, grooming gangs have been active in the UK since at least the 1990s and 2000s. Victims were typically vulnerable teenage girls, but it is crucial to remember they weren't necessarily from what people might label broken homes. Offenders have been of mixed ethnic backgrounds, not confined to one group. While many cases were tragically mishandled in the early days, hundreds have now been prosecuted, bringing some measure of justice. Ongoing efforts continue relentlessly to prevent, detect, and punish all forms of child sexual exploitation and to support survivors. If you or someone you know needs support related to child sexual exploitation, please reach out to trusted organizations like the NSPCC or your local police. You are not alone, and help is available. Thank you so much for watching and for engaging with this important discussion. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it to help raise awareness, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us keep these vital conversations going. See you next time.